And good morning, everyone. Today is August 29th, 2013, 9 o'clock here, at least on the eastern seaboard of what we call the United States.
Yeah.
As of right now, I am Jason.
I'm Mish.
And, of course, we are the Stone Mountain Consultants doing our weekly Tech Lunch Roundtable show here on Blog Talk Radio. Where we talk tech news
and rant and tell people how the government is trying to basically take all your things and your money, and how people are looking on you as you take a shower, pretty much.
Ooh, what website is that?
NSA, Prism, why not?
They
can activate your cell phone, and most people take their cell phones in with them to the shower. So.
Oh, yeah. No, I know why they added cameras on both sides of the phone.
Probably is.
Anyhow, let's see. Tech news, tech stuff. Usually when it relates to privacy. Technology is, of course, a double-edged sword, as they say, as the term goes. It is good for things, but also it can be used in malicious ways. The first item actually, I guess not surprising, but, well, actually most of these that we have. According to leaked internal documents from, by the way, our website is, can't forget that, smc.io, and on there you will see links to all of our social media sites that you can follow us through there, including YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook, and Google+. So let's see. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, join our circle on Google+, and subscribe to us on YouTube, or at least one of those. Also on the website is show notes. If you click on shows and then click on the respective link for example, today's show, will be the links to the tech news that we refer to, and any sites that we reference or recommend. I usually update that page as we're live on the air. Are we really on the air? I guess we kind of are on the air.
Well, somewhere there's Wi-Fi. Well, it's probably going up to satellites. Yeah, pretty much on the air. It's not full, normal Broadway, but yeah, I'll see on there.
So, again, smc.io. Anyhow, so according to a leaked internal documents from the German Federal Office for Security and Information Technology, that Der Zeit obtained, which is a magazine or a paper in Germany, IT experts figured out that Windows 8, which is, of course, the newest operating system from Microsoft, is dangerous for data security. And it actually allows Microsoft to control the computer remotely through built-in backdoor. And, of course, these are the avenues that are likely accessible to the NSA. Now, this is actually most people actually know of this. It's called trusted computing. It's developed by the Trusted Computing Group, which has been around for years. It was founded and created by like AMD, Cisco, HP, IBM, Intel, Microsoft, and Wave Systems. Basically, a lot of laptops have a TPM, or a Trusted Platform Module chip, built into the motherboard. And what it was actually designed to do was, instead of allowing your antivirus program or Windows or I would say Mac, but Mac does not have TPM. They did not want it.
PPS reports?
They like PPS reports. What it does is it's a hardware-based chip that actually it's a security chip. That's where your passwords would be stored, and that's where actually the newest form with Windows 8 will monitor the programs on the computer and actually will send back information to, in this case, Microsoft, where they can determine whether the program is legit or not, or if it's a virus, or if it's malware and stuff like that. And that's where the leak is, where Microsoft can say no. If this program is malicious or quote unquote malicious, it can stop it. So in effect, they're in your computer. The German Federal Office for Security and IT helped create the latest one, which is TPN 2.0. But it is hardware-based. Of course, it would be easy for Microsoft or the chip manufacturers to pass this backdoor key to the NSA. He says they haven't. But there is also, because the hardware manufacturers are building these chips, they have the backdoor too. And, of course, where are all these chips and computers manufactured?
China.
So China can have access to it as well. So you have all these Chinese kids watching you on your internet.
Hi, Chinese kids.
Like I mentioned, Apple is not part of this. They decided TPM was not for them, I guess, for whatever reason. But Apple computers are not subject to this.
So that means that if I have a MacBook Air and I have Windows 8 on it, that means that they're not able to monitor it.
Right, because you don't have a TPN chip. And a lot of laptops, I know Lenovo's big in it. They were the first companies that actually really advertised TPN, TPM. A lot of Lenovo's have them. So, again, that article is out on our page, so you can kind of look it up and do more research. Just don't listen to us. Do some research, read about it, and
check it out. Okay, next thing. Let's stick with Microsoft being weird. No, just kidding. Microsoft, Steve Ballmer stepping down within a year.
Yeah, that's another big news.
Aw, Steve Ballmer didn't say things right. So there'll be a new person in charge.
It doesn't say. I don't think he just said it was his time to leave.
Yeah. I'm sure he did something bad and somebody got upset with him and had some sort of leverage and said, "Get out now."
And no successor. This was came out after our show last week. Even to this day, there's been no successor announced, I believe.
Yeah. And he's worth a lot of money.
Who isn't?
Me.
Hey, I think somebody spent $13,000 on you last night.
No, they only spent a couple hundred, a couple thousand, not 13. That was a group effort.
Okay, let's all act surprised. Oh, really? Wow. You're supposed to act surprised.
I'm
Try
surprised.
again. Well, let's all act surprised. Really? Oh, wow. First ever Facebook government requests report reveals the most inquisitive authorities. Facebook released its first ever transparency report, listing all the national governments that have requested access to information on its members. The report includes how many requests were made, how many users the request affected, and how many resulted in data being handed over. And where's the figures? The stats covering the first half of 2013 show a significant chunk of the data is demanded by U.S. authorities.
38,000, I think.
Yeah, it's around 38,000 in total. Where, 20,000 of those are the U.S. and the rest are. The closest is then you got UK, Germany, Italy, and France.
Yep.
But again, this, Facebook had to. Oh my God, I'm so surprised. Facebook really did that. Oh my. Okay.
Yeah.
Of course, Facebook had to go to the U.S. government and say, "Government, what can I say? What can I release?" The government's like, Facebook's like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah. Of course, it's pretty much an inter-office a memo is happening between the NSA government and them and Facebook, because Facebook is pretty much an NSA company,
right?
Which is actually kind of funny is that there is the government is not allowed to own anything. own anything. Even its subsidiaries, its agencies or whatnot, are not allowed to own anything. They're allowed to lease, rent space, and that's the reason why DC was made. I never understood how the government can fund these companies, which is basically a subsidiary now, and then own it. Of course, they don't say they own it, but they truly do. Just gets me.
Well, if anybody, and I forgot to mention this, if anybody wants to call in and explain it to us, our phone-in number is 818-739-8894. 818-739-8894. So again, if you feel, if you want to contribute, comment, correct us, feel free. You just give us a holler.
Yeah.
Let's see. Actually, it's your turn for the news.
Okay, it's my turn. Let's see.
So are we all surprised?
I'm so surprised. I mean, it's just like, I'll just do this one. This is not a bad thing or, evil thing, but it would have been cool. The superphone that basically was gonna run Ubuntu and be all cool and be like Android, but not run by a overzealous dictatorship company. I mean Google. The 32 million super phone is dead. This would have been actually the first open source. Basically, you have a phone, it's yours, and it's running no proprietary software. It's Ubuntu. So I wonder how it died. I wonder.
Well, it says they couldn't get the funding.
Yeah, basically they couldn't get the funding. Which is kind of funny is that they were attempting to get 32 million, and the sheer fact that they weren't able to get that, it probably means that they weren't able to get any sponsors or backers, and the backers, they should have done, what they should have done? Kickstarter.
Called Steve Ballmer.
Well, Steve Ballmer. Can I have the change in your left shoe? Oh, okay, 32 billion. Thanks.
But yeah, they could have done the Kickstarter.
Yeah, they should have gotten Kickstarted, because then people would have been able to give and get cool stuff, maybe a free phone. The people give like over $1,000. That'd be kind of cool. But no, because this would have been actually the first awesomest phone, even though it may not run, be all like, iPhone-y and Android, cool, but it would have been the first phone that allowed anybody to do whatever the heck they wanted. No restrictions.
Damn right.
Yep, and damned things probably stop them.
On that note, we will be right back after this break. Call-in number is 818-739-8894.
Did you know that each year 1 in 10 laptops are lost or stolen? 1 in 4 computers suffer data loss. And 7 in 10 firms with major data loss go under. Never risk your critical data files on undependable manual backups or inferior data storage solutions. Face it, data loss is a fact of life. It's not if you're going to lose your data, it's when. Protect your business with the most secure and reliable backup solution available. The single most valuable business insurance you can buy is just a click or a phone call away. Call Stone Mountain Consultants at 276-664-1476 or check out their website at smc.io. That's smc.io.
Do you have a small business? Do you have a hobby that you want to share with others? You need your own website. It's not as complicated as you think. The website is much, much more than having a simple Facebook page. You don't own or control what you post on Facebook. Did you know that? With your own website, you control and maintain your own content. It's all yours. We here at Stone Mountain Consultants can help you from the start in creating your own space on the information superhighway. We can help you create your own domain, start up your website. We can even help you maintain it. Call Stone Mountain Consultants at 276-664-1476 or check out our website at smc.io. Again, that's 276-664-1476 or check out our website at smc.io. We'll be more than happy to help.
Welcome back here on Tech Lunch Roundtable on Blog Talk Radio.
I am Mish, that's Jason, and we're telling you news and stuff that's going around the internet. Well, I guess, yeah, that was good.
We're just going over some tech news. We cover a few items.
Sure, we'll help you. Just sit down and wait for Detective Like I Give a Damn.
That's exactly how I feel sometimes. Okay. Now, here is, speaking of which, Ben Swan is reporting on benswan.com, and again, the links will be on our website, smc.io, under the show notes for today. It appears there's been actually quite a few or a number of, what do we want to call them, activists?
Liberty
movement folks who have been sent emails that contain child porn. Like Dan Johnson of the group Panda, which is People Against the NDAA, Luke Rodowski of We Are Change.
The guy of Oath Keepers, what's his name? Stuart Rhodes?
Yeah, him too. And they all seem to be coming from the same, I think it's from the same email address.
The Tor thing, I think.
The Tor, right.
Tor.
So there is speculation, of course, that, you know, once you throw child porn in anything, you know, it's, you know, that's how you control stuff.
Yep.
That is how they're taking down the liberty movement.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you know, once you have child porn on the computer, you know, you're automatically guilty and blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
Well, in this case, Ben Swan actually interviewed Dan Johnson of People Against the NDAA. He didn't open it. I think that's the same thing with Luke Rodowski.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't open it either. They're smart people and know what to watch out for, are aware that just don't open things, especially when you're in a high-profile position like that where people want to bring you down all the time. But he interviews them, showing them how he caught it and, you know, thoughts on why they think it might be something...
Trolly.
Yeah, trolly. Good word.
Trolly. Well, because most people, even the government doesn't even use the law. It's kind of funny. The whole child porn laws and whatnot, it's not against the people that download it, which it is. It's the people who make it. They want to, because they need to find the children because the children are being, well, abused and whatever. So that's the idea. And how what's his name? Dan Johnson had taken care of it. He contacted the people right away and told them he got this and whatnot. Basically, starting an investigation, which is basically exactly what you're supposed to do. It's basically as soon as you get something, you say, I didn't prescribe for this. I got it. We need to start an investigation on this. And that usually starts with your state police, but then it usually goes to the FBI, and the FBI, from there, they usually deal with what's going on. But the whole thing about it is most people think that when people send child porn and whatnot, that, oh, they're guilty. It's like, you have no idea how much spam out there has that in it. So it's anybody can get it. You know, a nun could get it. And then be like, oh!
Right. Yep. There's, as most folks in the know, there's different levels of government, FBI, CIA.
Yes. And the thing about most laws there are laws that are stupid but are not enforceable or are used, because there's back in the late 90s, there was a law, or a regulation, I guess you could call it, said that police are allowed to lie to get a conviction. So basically, they can say to you, we have the gun that you shot the person with. And you're like, where's the gun? I didn't shoot anybody. They try to get you to say something, incriminate yourself, but they can lie. And it's totally admissible in court, which is, again, under wronghood, because those kind of things are violations of the Constitution, both Fourth and Fifth Amendments. Because you're innocent until proven guilty. Still, even in this day and age of 9/11 and, Obama trying to kill everybody on the planet. I mean, Rothschild. Sorry.
Exactly. An update on the LavaBit saga. LavaBit's the company that had secure email. In fact, it was the company that Edward Snowden had used. The CEO, the owner of LavaBit, had decided to shut down the service because he just couldn't morally operate the service, knowing that the federal government is surveillance them. And then what happened after that, we reported last week, was the government is actually thinking of suing him for bringing down the system. Now, the update is LavaBit owner eyes legal precedent to rid cloud data companies of government surveillance. He's obviously doing a major uphill battle here, but, of course, cloud data companies are those companies that hold your data in the cloud, offsite backup, in this case, email, Hotmail, Yahoo, things like that. And we've talked about cloud in the past. But you can read the article. It'd be interesting the RT had actually interviewed him. So it'd be interesting to follow this, and we will try to follow that, just to see how far. I mean, obviously he's not going to win, but we'll see how far he gets.
Yeah.
Because this kind of leads into the other article. Where is it here? Another leaked document that the government has paid $32 million to companies to basically get their information.
Which one was that? I don't remember. I had so many news things open. Was it the Pinterest thing?
Leaked document reveals government paid millions to prison participants. As recently as this past June, 8 U.S. tech companies denied their involvement and or participation in the NSA data mining program known as PRISM.
I like in some of the denials are almost carbon copies of each other. We have no idea what this is. We have no idea what this is, even though we were instrumental in making it. Because we involved it into all of our technology.
Exactly. TechCrunch reported that Google, Apple, Facebook, Dropbox, Microsoft, Paltalk, AOL, Yahoo have all categorically denied their participation in the tyrannical NSA program. According to a new report from RT, documents leaked to The Guardian newspaper revealed that not only did some of the tech companies participate, but they were paid millions to do so. So think of that next time you use Windows or your iPhone, Facebook.
So if Apple was given millions to do it, they were like, I guess we'll take a couple cents. They have almost $1 trillion in the bank still.
So this is what I say. I think everybody should post a picture of their naked butt on Facebook. So the NSA, all they're looking at are naked butts.
But they'd probably get off on that.
And you could even make it more interesting. Let's just say, take the picture after you've done your business, but not cleaned up.
Dookie, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's the government. Whatever. But in essence, the whole thing with the PRISM is that there's a lot of backpedaling on the companies. They're like, no, we didn't do it, blah, 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 blah. Because they basically, if they came out and said, yeah, we did it, and everybody knows the person is like evil, Big Brother times billion, watching you. It's kind of one of those things. It's like, hey, these companies might not be cool, and as their stocks tank, nobody buys their stuff. And see, Apple, Microsoft, Google. Well, there goes all the phones. I guess only Nokia will sell phones.
Right.
Like most of these companies, because when they make these deals, they don't care about you. They care about your money, but it's a very short thing. But they, if they lose their money, if they lose all their backings and their basically, if like we'll say Apple, they do something horrible. They sponsored Al Qaeda, which they probably do because they're part of NSA and CIA and whatnot. They would be like so blacklisted. People would be throwing their phones out the door, like if they did something bad like that. Same basic idea. So these are kind of, they have to backpedal through to make themselves look, oh, we're intelligent. We care about our customers, even though that we have back doors in all of our technology, and we watch what you do and basically use it as technology and the technology to basically rule your life.
Right. In the end, I think we had shown in our report last week show that some of the quote-unquote bugs in software aren't really bugs. Mm-hmm. They were put there on purpose.
Yes.
All right, last item before we go to a break. Actually, this might be good news. Reports that, of course, the Apple has announced that they will announce the new iPhone actually in September, next month. And then I'm not sure. The release date is going to be September 10th.
Which is in about 2 weeks.
Right. Of course, there's rumors on what it will be, blah, blah, blah. But one of the reports is that Apple will offer trade-ins for the new iPhone. So this will be the first time the Apple stores will allow iPhone owners to trade in their old phones.
I'll be able to trade in my iPhone 4 for a new way for Apple to spy on me.
You got it right, ding ding.
New technology, so they have high def video of me when I'm buying my illegal goods. I mean, things that are normal, like ammo, or hey, I want to play around with this 22. Oh, you can't have that. That's against the law. You stupid American. We have video records of you.
Now, I would assume that if Apple is going to allow it directly on your Apple stores, I would think, like Verizon's of the world and all that would probably allow that too.
This is true. Plus, also, I wonder if they will take like your, how your phone is a little personalized. Got those streaks going on the screen. Which phone is yours? The one with the busted screen. Which one is yours?
Exactly.
I was on eBay looking for replacement phones for a friend, and everybody had busted phones and whatnot. I was like, wow, I must be missing something, because my phone is like pristine, probably because I treat it like it's an expensive thing that I can't replace. But the iPhone, I mean, basically they're trying to get more people to have iPhone 5s, which is probably to get more people to have the newer technology so they can spy on you. Because, I mean, the iPhone 5 has newer OS, it's faster. I think it doesn't even have something about the cameras that it actually can determine where you are to where no, that's the Galaxy, the new Galaxy. It has the facial recognition and all that kind of stuff. I remember that. Are you still there?
Hello.
Hi, how's it going? I asked you questions. It's okay. I answered myself. Anyway, before we go to break, just a quick thing. Facebook friends could change your credit score. Basically, say you have a friend that's a deadbeat, your FICO score, which is basically the evil people that say that you're a bad person. your debt-to-income ratio is too off. You can't get a loan. So you're saying I make too much money and I don't owe enough money, so I can't get a loan. Okay, thanks. Or I'm putting down $140,000 on this $250,000 house. I only need $75,000, and you're denying me. Wow.
Right.
Because your collateral is worth more than the actual thing you're getting. Banks are stupid. Anyway, so that should be interesting. So that's one way to make sure that your friends, you got to be careful. You can't just friend anybody. It's basically the way that they can control who you know. Oh, you're friends with Steve. Steve is a credit risk.
Hey.
Yeah. Big data. I'll poo on them. Anyway, we're going to break.
I have 2 shotguns at my home. They're locked in a safe. There's a metal gun case. We live in an area that's wooded, somewhat secluded. And I said, Jill, if there's ever a problem, just walk out on the balcony and fire 2 blasts outside the house. Buy a shotgun. Buy a shotgun. You don't need a machine gun. You don't need 30 rounds. Buy a shotgun. Buy a double-barrel shotgun.
And you don't need a flamethrower. And you don't need a tank. And you don't need an AR-15. Scare those thugs away. No, and I don't need a grenade launcher. I don't need an F-15. There's just one thing I need to do, and I'll stay away from me.
Fire 2 blasts outside the house. Buy a shotgun.
Buy a shotgun.
Buy a shotgun.
Yeah, buy a shotgun, baby.
You don't need a machine gun. You don't need 30 rounds. Buy a shotgun. Buy a double-barrel shotgun.
Americans could be killed by a drone. In your bed at night, in your home.
Say it isn't so.
Americans could be killed by a drone. In a cafe in San Francisco. Oh, you never get notified. Your notification is the buzz of the drone as it flies. As it flies overhead before you kill and go your bed. Bombed in your sleep, you won't get a chance to speak.
Calm down, Senator. To somehow say we would kill people in cafes is simply false.
Yes, sir.
It is simply false.
We don't want to blow up the cafe.
Hey, I'm not that bad. Please don't kill me.
He will not kill you.
Are you going to drop a missile on Jane Fonda?
No,
he will not bomb Jane Fonda.
Americans could be killed by a drone.
Calm down, sir.
Flying robots in your bed at night. In your home.
Calm down.
Your home.
Calm down.
Your home.
Calm down.
Your home. Your home. Your home.
Jaino announces a 2-minute chocolate break. Chocolate in the house. Chocolate is mandatory.
The National Security Agency building a 1 million square foot complex in Utah that will house phone call and email data.
This is something that's not our place to decide. The public needs to decide whether these programs and policies are right or wrong.
What the heck is going on?
It's a data collection thing.
The federal judge says it's okay. It's okay.
They hold phone records for the NSA.
It's all BS.
For the NSA.
Whoa. They sit there and they have the numbers and they can play all day long.
For the NSA.
What the heck is going on? Fire 2 blasts. What the heck is going on?
Americans could be killed
By a shotgun.
by a drone.
By a flamethrower.
In your home.
For the NSA.
Calm down.
Absurd. Americans could be killed
By a left-wing website. What the heck is going on? Fire 2 blasts. What the heck is going on? Americans could be killed by a shotgun, by a drone, by a flamethrower. In your home, calm down. Absurd. Americans could be killed by a left-wing website.
Yeah, I don't know.
And we're back.
That is the Gregory Brothers.
Yeah, it's like the fifth time in a row, but I like that song. Sorry.
Apparently. They put, if you go to, I think it's GregoryBrothers.com, but
they songify the news.
The link is on our website under the show notes, but it's exactly what they do. So that was, of course, was taken from, what was it, recently in the Moose. I don't know how long ago it was when Rand Paul had the stand-in there about the drones.
Yep. And also when Vice President Biden was talking about buying a shotgun because
he told his wife that, if you see something, just go out to the porch and
fire a couple blasts. Of course, once you fire 2 blasts out of a double shotgun, you reload, and then the idiot knows, oh, I can now attack because she's out of ammo.
Well, I thought any idiot also knows that
shotguns are close range.
You don't shoot up in the air.
This is true. You don't shoot up in the air. Actually, when it was talking about buy a shotgun, sure, okay, I'll buy a shotgun. I'll buy a Sega 12. It's a Russian-made, but you can get it in America. They have the automatic one, and they have a semi-automatic one. It has a 30-round. You can even get a drum-loaded 100-round, 12-gauge shotgun. I think sure, I bought a shotgun. I can now fire 100 rounds without even thinking about it.
Yeah.
And it's actually not that expensive. It's about $1,200. Seeing that a Brunelli M4 shotgun is like $2,500. Something about the Russians. They make cheap stuff good.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was my little rant on how stupid politicians are.
There you go.
Because, sure, buy a shotgun or buy a 22. There was a thing about, I guess, what was his name? He's fat. Michael Moore. He was saying that everybody should just have musket loaders and all. I was like, dude, do you know how bad musket ball hurts? A bullet goes straight through. Musket ball hits and penetrates, and there's little bits all over, so you actually hit your target. And you can actually get pretty dang accurate with a musket ball, especially if it's a mini ball. Because that actually caused majority of the deaths during Civil War, because the ball would the mini ball, which looks like a bullet, because one side's flat or concave a little bit, and the other side looks like has a curved end. It would hit the person, but it would kind of shatter, splinter out, and it would cause a lot of gangrene, and it killed a lot of people. That's what it was. Even if it was an indirect shot, it was. So that's why, like the new NATO and the Geneva Construction is that you want the bullet to go straight through, so that there's nothing left inside. So it's the easily treatable wound.
Exactly.
Which makes no sense for a war because I thought you wanted to destroy your enemy, but maybe the what's the word? Definition of war has changed.
Yeah, it has. Now we're talking about mini balls. Pinterest and
this is not monkey balls.
True. Pinterest and stumble upon patch critical flaws that could have exposed over 100 million users' email addresses.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just another flaw that was discovered recently, and then the exploit could have employed to build a huge list of email addresses, which of course would have helped spam. Although I don't get as much spam anymore. Have you noticed that?
Nope.
Spam has really, really gone down.
I get spam more from people actually saying, "Hey man, how you doing? Hey man, how you doing?" Actual people just wanting to know how I'm doing. It's like, you guys are annoying.
And basically, the security advisor who found it discovered that changing a small part of a specific URL, associated with StumbleUpon or Pinterest, to a user's ID or username would allow him to return a page that displayed their email address. He posted a video to show proof of it. He did share his discovery with the Pinterest security team, who they responded quickly and took care of it. Now, that actually reminded me, did I add it to our list? Yes. It was just this week, in fact, 2 days ago, the New York Times website had gone down.
Sorry, I'm not a fan of New York Times.
What had happened was it was a DNS issue.
Yep.
Which also the Syrian Electronic Army, I think it was them that claimed responsibility of that, which also at the same time that they changed Twitter.com's DNS entry, which affected any pictures posted via Twitter.com. They weren't being displayed. Now, what had happened was, this is kind of interesting, Melbourne IT, which is an Australian firm that, allows you to buy domains. They're a domain registrar. We actually buy our domains from them. This site was down for about 2 days, almost 2 days, I think, or a day and a half. How it happened was the hackers gained access to the username and password of one of the company's sales partners. So one of the reseller accounts, or a reseller of them too, their username and password was gotten hold of. Now, it may not have been hacked, and they may have been using a simple password that they use for something else. But, a reseller typically has sort of back-end access to, like a control panel in this case, that you can buy, change domains, you can delete them, you can change the DNS information. So all the hackers did was went in and logged in as a reseller and changed the DNS entry for, nytimes.com?
Yep.
So it's just interesting how that actually, nytimes.com, interesting how easy that was done. I'm glad I wasn't the reseller that had been involved with that.
Yeah.
I just thought that was kind of easy, how it sometimes comes down to something simple, again, related to passwords. That's why you should try to
change your passwords, keep it difficult or complex, and also never give it out to anybody. You probably shouldn't even put it in your email, because then that can be taken and be like, whoa.
Right.
Because then the NSA has your password now.
Well, they have it anyways.
Yeah, but it takes them a couple extra clicks to get to it.
True.
So we're going to take a small break, and we'll be back with a little more news and something else maybe.
Help! Help! I'm being repressed!
You're all nuts.
Do you have a small business? Do you have a hobby that you want to share with others? You need your own website. It's not as complicated as you think. The website is much, much more than having a simple Facebook page. You don't own or control what you post on Facebook. Did you know that? With your own website, you control and maintain your own content. It's all yours. We here at Stone Mountain Consultants can help you from the start in creating your own space on the information superhighway. We can help you create your own domain, start up your website. We can even help you maintain it. Call Stone Mountain Consultants at 276-664-1476 or check out our website at smc.io. Again, that's 276-664-1476 or check out our website at smc.io. We'll be more than happy to help.
Okay, bagel? Check. Coffee? Oh yeah, check. Hey, did the Sox win last night? Let's see. Oh, come on. This thing is so slow. This is just ridiculous.
Tired of your computer wasting your valuable time? Then it's time to get it tamed from the Stone Mountain Consultants. They can remote right in and get it up to speed. Call them at 276-664-1476 or visit their website at smc.io.
Sorry about that. Jason was listening to Obama act like a complete jackass. I mean, president.
I was?
I thought that was Obama.
It was actually James Yeager.
It sounded like Obama.
Well, there you go. Why don't you tell him that?
Nah, it did sound like Obama acting like an idiot, but if it's James Yeager, he's cool. Because I could see, it's awful when the bald white boy is less white than the black man.
Yeah.
Figure that one out. Anyway.
Oh, he put on one last thing. We won't go over this in detail because Mish, I guess, has something special to cover.
I did?
That's how you left before the break.
Oh, I was just leaving on a teaser, man.
Oh, I'm deflated.
Yeah.
Now, this article is 13 years old.
Damn it!
But...
hell with this.
Exactly. 13 years old, but it does show what happens. How the NSA engages in sabotage, most of it against American companies. And actually one was PGP.
Ooh.
In Bruce Schneer's newsletter, Cryptogram, keep in mind this is from September 2000, he told us last year about Lou Giles, said to be an NSA saboteur wrecking American privacy products in 1997. According to several sources, he went from company to company asking them to destroy the security of their own products and arranging cover stories to protect them. And according to Cryptogram, sometimes Giles worked directly with engineers with no managers around. The sabotage was always supposed to look like a mistake. It's around the same time, and I actually remember this, PGP had introduced key recovery with the hidden flaw recently recovered worldwide. Other vulnerabilities have been found in the PGP versions released then, and actually this is what makes you think that certain vulnerabilities were put there on purpose.
Yeah.
So you can read it. It's not lengthy at all. Again, it's out on our website, smc.io, under the show notes for today.
It's a little chilling when you think, wait, you mean they were doing that even then? And you mean that error coming up every time I wanted to get my email on my Windows PC, it was probably there on purpose?
Exactly.
There's a lot of, that's the thing, with all the weather manipulation and modification that's being done. Just look up. Do you see lines that say there kind of look milky and don't really look right? That's weather manipulation. It changes the way the weather is happening. It means that if it storms bad, hurricane or even a tornado, kills people, the people that do it, government, are liable. Normally people would say, act of God, but no, God ain't, hands off, baby, this is all you do. Same thing kind of thing if that bug or something like that causes a flaw. The flaw is a bug that was in basically there on purpose. Whoever was making it is liable, because that's how the liability works. If you do something on purpose, you're liable for it. If you accidentally do it, that's kind of like the difference between manslaughter and murder is intent. If you intend to kill someone, that's murder. If you don't intend to kill the person and you like saying self-defense, that's usually manslaughter. Actually, self-defense is a little more lenient, but I mean, if you killed them, somebody's you were scared and you then saw the person and then accidentally shot the person, that's manslaughter. Not self-defense if you kind of knew what the heck you're doing, but you accidentally did. You didn't do it with any malicious intent and previous intent involved. Laws are fun. Real laws are fun. The stupidity laws of you can't be within the city limits of Des Plaines, Illinois with pants. The hell is that?
Right.
Anyway. So
we have no special thing from you today? That was just a fake tease like they do on TV, when you're watching a commercial and they say, oh, all this is going to happen, and then when you watch the show, they edited this information, they reworked the editing, and it did,
We're with the government.
Well, no thanks. We've got all the government we need.
You're damn tootin' right.
You're all nuts.
Exactly.
I'm just having fun pressing buttons now. Okie dokies. I think that's it for this time, unless Jason has any more
nope. Just ask you to go to join us, like us on Facebook. Trying to get our likes a little higher.
I wonder what this one is. This is tart.
You can't expect to wield supreme executive power just as some watery tart threw a sword at you.
Sorry.
Give it! Go! Hell with this.
Yeah, now that we've read out, we basically, we've pretty much talked about all the important stuff. Let's have some sound fun. Okay, we're done. Check us out next time. You can like us, subscribe to us, have some fun. See you all next week.